My best friend invited me to a Friendsgiving dinner, but the first thing I saw was the ex who had badly abused me, and I had to GTFO immediately, ruining my entire holiday. Posted by you/blueberrypie1109. Okay, so I am 21, and my ex-boyfriend, Aiden, is 20. 3 days ago, my best friend, Madison, invited me to celebrate Thanksgiving with her and our other friends. We were able to invite partners, siblings, etc. My older sister, 24, arrived before I did. So, a little while later, she texted me, but I was driving and my phone was on Do Not Disturb, so I couldn't read her message, plus, I don't want to risk getting a ticket. Well, when I finally arrived at Madison's house, I texted her to let her know that I had arrived, and she reacted with a thumbs up. The door was unlocked, and I didn't need to knock because we're close like that, and Madison says that we aren't strangers and that she trusts me most. I opened the door, and when I walked into the living room, no one was there. I then went to the dining room, and everyone was sitting there while some were setting up the table, placing plates, forks, spoons, napkins, etc. However, when I took a few steps into the dining room, I saw Aiden sitting on the side of the table where I could clearly see his face, and my brain really said, oh hell no. Without thinking for a second, I turned around, opened the front door, and walked out. I still had my shoes on, so I was quick to leave. I thought that no one had seen me, but when I got into my car and started the engine, I heard Madison shouting my name. I know this might sound rude, but I didn't even glance at her and drove off immediately. I got a few texts from Madison, but I didn't hear any notifications because I had my phone on Do Not Disturb. When I did check, I was already home and had received, 10 plus messages from her, and they were all pretty much the same. Hey, up, why did you leave so suddenly? Dinner hasn't started yet and you're already gone. Where did you go? Did something urgent happen? Why did you leave? She be acting as if Aiden wasn't there, like girl, was I being paranoid or was Aiden really there? I just left her unread and haven't spoken to her or anyone else yet. Even today, when she called me, I didn't answer. Thing is, my sister, I forgot about her, and I haven't heard from her yet. I did text her before I wrote this post, but she hasn't responded yet, so in the meantime, I'll be waiting for her response. Oh, and the message she had sent me said, Yo, up, Aiden just arrived with Mason, Madison's brother. Did you know that he was coming? I responded with no. /relevant comments. Commenter. This is not a friend. She knew he was there and didn't warn you. It doesn't matter if she invited him, probably did, or if she knew someone else brought him, she knew you broke up and wouldn't want to spend a holiday with him. She set you up to create drama. She is not a friend or a good person. Op's response. Thank you. I'm starting to think about it now, and it's actually quite confusing to me. She never hid anything from me before, but now that she did, I feel like there's something wrong. Commenter 2. That was horse crap. She played you or tried to play matchmaker. Not one of my friends or other wives would ever do that. That would be the end of our friendship. And it would be the same if I did that. You'll get the my brother wanted him there, we're adults, he's changed, etc. All BS. A response to her wouldn't be something to come back from. Update 2 months 2 weeks later. Hi guys, I know that you all don't remember me, but it's fine. First, I would like to thank those few people who commented on my last post. About 2 months ago, I made a post, on another account, about me leaving my, kinda ex, best friend's house after seeing my ex-boyfriend there. A quick recap, sorry if it's long, editor's note, Op recapped her post here, but I'm fast-forwarding to the part with new information. As soon as I drove back to my house, I had over 10 plus messages from her, basically asking why I left so early even though I had just arrived and that dinner was gonna start soon. I left her unread. I only responded about 2 to 3 days later because I still couldn't believe what had just happened that day. In the text, I said, hey girl, why didn't you tell me that Aiden was gonna be there? In fact, why would you or anyone invite him, knowing damn well what he did to me in the past? Well, she didn't know what to say to that and left me on read for a couple of hours before texting me back, apologizing and saying that she didn't know that he was coming. I told her that that was BS and that she knew damn well he was gonna be there. She still hasn't answered me yet. The update, sorry to disappoint, but nothing much happened. After I sent that text, she never bothered to reply. Before I even knew it, she blocked me. I don't know why. Maybe she's hiding something from me. I know I shouldn't be saying that and suspecting her, considering us still being best friends, but I can't help it. I've never heard from her or seen her again. I tried asking our other mutual friends about her, and they all said that they hadn't heard anything from her ever since that day. Yes, I told them what happened and how it ended. Some girls even said that she had blocked them the same day she blocked me. Now, the only one who, possibly, knows where she's at and or why she isn't responding to anyone is her brother. But I don't feel comfortable texting him, and I don't think I have the courage to. So yeah, that's pretty much it. It's been nearly 2 months and I'm still blocked. I'll post again if something happens, but for now, I'll just continue enjoying life with my boyfriend. If anyone has any questions to ask, please do. I like reading your opinions, especially the ones who offer advice. Thanks for reading. Top/relevant comments. Commenter. Either your ex is now dating your ex-best friend, or this was some stupid attempt to get you back together with him. Sounds like your sister stayed. May want to ask her how things look between the ex and best friend. Ops response. Damn, that first line sounds harsh. I've never experienced such a thing, and I don't ever want to. But I'll take your word for it. My sister said that he just stayed there chatting with the others, but nothing more. Commenter 2. She didn't know he was coming? To her house? Yeah, I'd definitely call BS. I think she was dating him or wanted to date him. She isn't a best friend, or even a friend. You're better off without her. Ops response. Exactly, like, how would she not know? A lot of people said that. I'll try to find out the truth as fast as possible so I can share it here. Second update 1 month later. Hey everyone, I'm back again with another update. Okay, so in my last post, I said that I might have to talk to Mason to get answers, but well, things didn't go as planned. Basically, his sister was the one to reach out first. Yeah, my ex-best friend, the girl everyone suspected was dating my ex. I'm not saying I didn't suspect her too, but I can't say I fully believed it either. Madison unblocked me from everywhere, I think, and messaged me nearly 5 days ago, asking if we could meet up and talk. If I'm being honest, when I first saw her message, my heart skipped a beat. It took me a few moments to process and realize if it was really her. You know that one feeling when someone you haven't heard from in months, or even years, suddenly texts you out of the blue? Yeah, that feeling. I agreed because, well, I really wanted to know whether she and Aiden were dating or not. That thought was eating at my brain. Earlier today, we met at a regular cafe. We sat awkwardly in front of each other for a few moments that felt like hours. Then she started initiating small talk, asking how I'd been and if I was doing okay. No honey, I've been miserable. I didn't say much and got straight to the point. I told her to tell me the truth and not to dare lie about it. She didn't say anything at first but then responded with a soft okay. I first asked her about Aiden, why was he there, despite her knowing how much I hated and resented him in the first place. She let out a huge sigh like she'd just lost a competition, and said she hoped we'd reconcile eventually and forget about the past. No effing way, I just nodded, looked her in the eyes, and asked, are you and Aiden dating? She just stared at me, like, deep into my soul. I didn't know what to do, so I asked again. She tried avoiding the question by looking away and staying silent. But I didn't stop. I told her, if you don't answer me, consider this the last time you'll ever talk to me. Let alone see me. I was going to leave either way. Dear Redditors, after some back and forth, she admitted it, they're dating. She looked at me, and I could hear the hesitation in her voice. I asked how long, and she said, a little over a year. Girl, huh, what? No, I was honestly shocked and speechless. I was like, what the actual F? And she just casually said it. I decided to leave because I couldn't do it anymore. I was disgusted and disappointed, and I told her that. Her eyes started welling up with tears, and then she started begging me to hear her out, but I couldn't even look at her. Then she started full-on crying, so I just left her there. On my way home, I blocked her and her brother on everything. I know I haven't shared why my ex and I broke up or what happened between us, and I don't think I ever will, because for me, I want to keep it private. It's still traumatic. I might share some details in the future, maybe, maybe not. But I reassure you, it was really, really bad. This may not be the update you were hoping for, but hopefully it is in the next one. If anything else happens, I'll keep you updated. Thank you so much for the support. Top/relevant comments. Commenter. What best friend thinks it's appropriate to date their best friend's ex? This is like family members dating other family members' exes. Why would you do this? There are millions of other people in the world, billions even, that she could have chosen from. Why did she have to choose the one person she knew would hurt someone close to her the most? At this point, it almost feels like it's some type of weird competition or obsession she has with you, that she's dating your ex and has been doing it for a year secretly without you knowing. The fact that they were dating for a year before she told you is also incredibly scummy. For that entire year, every time you met and spoke with her, you were thinking, this is my best friend, when in reality, it wasn't your best friend, it was a backstabbing beach. Ops response. This is what upsets me the most. Imagine finding out that the person you trusted the most ended up being nothing but a backstabber. It feels unreal but real at the same time. Commenter 2. So the other friends at Thanksgiving knew about this as well and didn't say anything to you? That would really piss me off. Or are they people you don't really know? Ops response. I don't know them. They were mostly my ex-best friend's brother's friends. The other few were hers, not our mutuals. Commenter 3. What did your sister say about it, and did she know Madison and Aiden were a couple? Ops response. She said that she didn't even know they were dating. According to her, she thought that Madison's plan was to try to get us back together, and that's why she also left. Basically, she didn't know anything about it. However, I told her about my convo with Madison, and she was grossed out. Third update 6 days later. Hey everybody, this is just a quick update about the whole situation. To the people who commented on my last post and told me to tell my friends and close ones about my ex-best friend and her relationship with my ex, just in case she tries to spin the story, you were right. Nearly 4 days ago, she made a post on Facebook about me. Recently, a close friend of mine found it and forwarded it to me. I rarely use Facebook and she's still blocked on everything, which is why I didn't know anything. I'll just paste what she said, because if I explained it myself and added details, this would be very long. She said, my best friend of 16 years left me. After everything I did for her and after sacrificing my life for her, this is how she repays me. I should have seen this coming, but it caught me too much off guard. I didn't even do anything wrong. She blocked me on everything and I haven't heard from her since. Everyone, don't trust anyone too much, especially those who are close to you. You don't know whether they'll betray you or stay by your side until the end. You're such a backstabbing beach. You ruined my life forever and I'll never forgive you. This is the same woman who slept with my ex. First, she invited him to Thanksgiving dinner in hopes that we'd reconcile. Then, I found out that she had been with him for a whole year. And now this? What level of delusion is she on? And she even had the audacity and confidence to call me a backstabber and say that I was the one who betrayed her? The worst part is that people seem to believe her in the comments without even knowing the full story. Most of them were her friends, I know them, but they aren't my friends, and the others were people I don't know. They spoke badly about me and even wished that something bad would happen to me. She's playing the victim card, spreading lies, while I'm here still processing everything. I really hate that woman so much. I don't know what to do now, but I'm thinking of responding to her. I've never in my entire life made a post about someone, let alone responded to their posts. So if anyone has any advice on what to say or do, I'm open to hearing it. Top/relevant comments. Commenter. Let her run her mouth, but I'd be petty and reply right under it and air it all out. I'd send a mass text to all mutual friends and family, or if you don't want to go that route, you can get her for harassment. Fourth update 2 days later. Okay, so no more talking too much. I'll just get straight to the point. She's pregnant. Madison, aka my ex-best friend, is pregnant. So basically, first, I don't know how far along she is or when this happened, but here's how I found out. She texted me from, probably, one of her friends' phones. This is what she said, copy-pasted from the chat, this is what you're missing out on right now. My baby will unfortunately grow up without an auntie, referring to me, because we grew up together and treated each other like real sisters, who'll love him dearly and shower him with gifts. Not to sound rude, but I really wanted you to be a part of this journey with me, but your stubbornness and selfishness ruined it. Even though you completely shattered my heart and destroyed my confidence, I still want you in my baby's life. For now, we'll put the past behind and move on, until the baby is born. Me and Aiden are happy to welcome you back into our lives with open arms. Love you lots. And at the bottom, there was a photo of an ultrasound. I blocked her immediately. You know something? Remember that Facebook post she made about me? That message she sent, above, was after I responded to her. Sorry to disappoint you all with my response, but I thought it was the only suitable one. I only responded with a link to my Reddit posts, like some of you all suggested, and threatened that if she continued spreading false info/lies about me, I'd make sure to sue her for defamation. What happened after? The post was gone, but the evidence is still with me. I assume she tried to manipulate and guilt-trip me with everything she said. Not happening today or tomorrow. I know I may seem like I'm just casually typing all this like it's normal, but in reality, I'm speechless, shocked, and low-key shaking. I'll try to respond to as many people as possible tonight. But after that, I'll be leaving this account for a few weeks. Also, to that one person who messaged me in private, thank you so much for the advice. I'm sorry to everyone who went through something like this. We all deserve better. Top/relevant comments. Commenter. Yikes on bikes, what do you mean open arms lol? I'd be like, no thanks. Ops response. Same here, I wanted to respond, but nothing came out of me. Fifth update 2 months 2 weeks later. Hi everyone. Long time no see. It's been a while since I've been active here, and I apologize for disappearing without saying anything. To make up for it, I'll be giving you all one last update before I leave. Your girl is officially engaged. I still can't believe it myself, even though it's been a while. And if you're wondering what happened to Marissa, aka Madison, I haven't heard from her since I blocked her, which is good for me, I guess. I don't know about my ex, though, and I couldn't care less about him. Thanks to every single one of you who came with me on this long journey. For me, it's been a long drama that has finally come to an end. From now on, I'm going to be focusing on me, my family, my boyfriend, and our future together. Thank you all again for everything. I'm going to miss you all so much. Much love and support to everyone, especially those who went through a similar situation. Love from Rosalie and Dean. Top/relevant comments. Commenter. Congratulations, wishing you the best. And I think this won't be the last update. I believe the moment Marissa, aka Madison, hears about the news, she might resume the harassment or try to push her way back in. Not that I wish that on you, but as someone who's followed your story since the first post, her behavior suggests she'll make another move after your engagement announcement. Good luck, and I really hope I'm wrong. Again, congrats. Ops response. I've seen and read similar stories before, so I'm not exactly gonna say this is the end, but I do pray that she doesn't come back. And thank you.